Now, one seabird that everybody wants to photograph is of course the beautiful and incredibly cute puffin. Now, every year I head out to somewhere in Scotland to try and see these birds and of course photograph them. And yesterday I was fortunate enough to make it out to one of my reasonably local nature reserves to photograph and watch these puffins in action. Now, I have to admit that I find it a lot more challenging to photograph puffins than the gannets that you would have seen me photographing the other week. They're a lot smaller, which makes them difficult to track. I also find them a lot more unpredictable too, and of course they are incredibly well photographed, so getting a unique photograph of a puffin is a real challenge. But I like a challenge, and I believe that going out with your camera is as much about the experience of being out in nature as it is the photographs you go home with. So today I'm going to share with you all my experience yesterday out at the coast and showcase the images I managed to take in the hope that you'll enjoy seeing these incredibly beautiful birds in their natural habitat. I've been here for about 2 hours now, just sitting, immersing myself in this beautiful scene around me, talking to some other photographers who have been here, which has been really, really nice to sort of share this experience with other people who are as passionate about wildlife and photography as I am. And you know, just like I say, sharing this beautiful day and experience with each other and giving each other hints and tips and helping each other out. It's been lovely. I have to say, photographing puffins, I would probably say is a lot more challenging in many ways than photographing gannets. Now, if you watch my other wildlife videos that I put out the other week, you'll have seen my gannet photographs. And the thing about gannets are they're the largest seabird in Scotland, or even Europe in fact, but keeping with the Scotland theme, the largest seabird in Scotland, which means they're not too difficult to photograph because they are so big. They're easy to track, they're easy to capture on the cliff face. All in all, they're much easier birds I find to photograph. But puffins are really pretty small. They're very small actually for seabirds, and therefore having sort of the restricted focal length of 300mm is making it quite difficult to get those, you know, close-up shots of puffins. So I've been trying to utilise the landscape around me, the cliff faces and everything else, to give a sense of the landscape and the place that these puffins call home, to try and get a variety of images. I don't think any of my images I've taken today have been really unique in nature, and I've not been able to get any flying shots because they are just so quick, and because they're so small they're really easy to track and just photograph in general when they're flying. But I've taken a few shots on the cliff which are probably quite generic shots, but I did get some of the puffins rubbing their beaks together, which I thought was beautiful. Very lovey-dovey photograph, something a little bit different to what I've sort of seen other people photographing, which was a real bonus. So I'm now going to share those images with you, and I hope you like them. Well, it's been a thoroughly enjoyable afternoon. I hope you enjoyed those photographs I just shared with you. It's the first time I've photographed puffins this year, given all the situations we've been in, but it was a real joy to actually have the privilege to come out and photograph them before they disappear off of our coastlines for another year. As always, I want to say a huge thank you for watching. I've mentioned before that it's difficult to vlog when you're doing wildlife photography because the wildlife come and go so quickly. You know, you can't sit and talk through your composition and your thought process like you do with landscape photography. So I hope you've been enjoying these wildlife themed videos the last few weeks, because I've thoroughly enjoyed filming them and shooting this genre of photography that I used to do quite a lot of but haven't done properly for a good number of years now. It's been such a lovely experience. And being able to share the images with you all through these videos and sort of a little bit of the experience has been lovely too, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I look forward to hopefully seeing you all again next time.